Hello everyone. Can you see in this picture the bonding between a mother and a child? This is nothing but attachment. What is attachment? Attachment is nothing but a bonding that exists between two or more individuals. When we say bonding, it should be either a social bonding or an emotional bonding or a cognitive bonding between the individuals. Normally, bonding is defined as a deep and an enduring emotional bond that connects one person with the other in time and space. When we see attachment, it is created when a person is in fear, need, stress, or in pain. So, when the need is fulfilled, the attachment level between the persons increases. Here in this picture, you can see John Bowlby, who has given the attachment theory between a mother and the child. This theory clearly states how the relationship between a mother and a child is more bonded by attachment. Normally, the child expects attachment from his mother. When the child is in need, immediately it should be fulfilled by its mother. Then it is getting attached with its mother. Normally, there are many types of attachment. Never the attachment always cannot be reciprocal. Sometimes the attachment will be on one side of a person. Whenever we have more stress and we are in more fear, the attachment level increases. John Bowlby has defined this as the attachment theory, and he has defined how the human beings are attached with one another and how this attachment creates various types of attachment patterns among the individual. You can see in this picture the attachment between the mother and the child. Normally, the child is in need of food and other needs. When it is satisfied by the mother, it gets a secure feeling and gets attached with the mother. But sometimes when the mother is not giving proper care and attachment and fulfilling the needs of the child, the child feels insecure and the attachment is reduced. Normally, when the attachment is more between the child and the mother, it helps to mold the behavior of the child better. And if the attachment is not made properly, the child develops misbehavior and they develop a maladjustment in future. Let us see the various stages of attachment. From birth to 6 weeks, the attachment is called as a asocial. That is where the attachment is not very completely made there. Second stage is indiscriminate attachment from 6 weeks to 7 months. And specific attachment are created in the 7th to 9th month. And in the 4th stage, multiple attachment, that is from 10 months onwards, the child is attached with many other parents, their grandparents and their siblings and also their neighborhood. So thus there are 4 stages of attachment: asocial, indiscriminate attachment, specific attachment, multiple attachment stages. This attachment can be very clearly explained through the different behaviors of the child in different attachment stages. In the asocial stage, that is from birth to 6 weeks, the child is producing different kinds of crying, smiling, grasping and gazing at the adult eye. And when they are in need of anything, they through their crying and making noise, they attract a caregiver and make them to fulfill their needs. If the needs are fulfilled, they are simply giving a positive response to the caregiver. Here they don't have any specific attachment to the caregiver or their parents. They are just giving a response to the needs. Okay, and they have no fear of strangers. But in the indiscriminate attachment stage from 6 weeks to 7 months, the child is now able to differentiate the caregiver from the strangers. Namely, it is able to identify their parents from the strangers. And the baby smiles more to the mother and quickly moves to the mother when she picks him. Okay, the infant is able to understand the behavior of the others also. They develop a sense of trust towards his mother at this stage. Whereas in the specific attachment, the child is able to feel that it has a strong attachment for one specific individual, either one of the parents or the caregiver, and it is able to realize separation from that caregiver. So, if the parent or the caregiver moves away from the child, it is able to find it, and it is sensitive to find their gap, that I have been left alone, and they become very clearly attached with. Normally, you can see this attachment among the children with either one of the parents or the caregiver. They are getting more attached with their caregiver. In the multiple attachment stage, that is after the 9 months of the period, the child is now able to make strong emotional bond with other caregivers beyond the primary one. It may be either their father, their siblings, or their grandparents, or some other children in the neighborhood. They start making and mingling with other persons. So this is a stage where the child makes multiple attachment. This attachment theory can be very easily explained using the below diagram. You can see in this picture, whenever the child is given milk, when it is in need of food, it is given milk, and the child feels happy, the smiling face of the child. Then what happens? After some time, the mother along with the milk is going towards the child, it feels happy. So where we are conditioning that the mother is accompanying the milk. After some time, when the attachment level is becoming more, on seeing the mother itself, the child starts smiling. So this is a stage. This is called as a conditioning theory. Conditioning is nothing but making adapted. Take for example, daily morning when you get up at 5 o'clock, you get attached with the same routine, isn't it? And it is easy for you to follow it. Likewise, the child is getting attached with the mother. If there is no attachment between the child and the mother, what happens is that the child creates a negative attitude, the cognitive ability development of the child is reduced, and they are more vigorous in nature, and the child has many maladjusted behavior. So that's why the child has the attachment between the initial attachment period of 0 to 2 years is very important in the lifestyle of any child. You can see the child who's if the mother is going to spend more time with the child, its cognitive development, social development, emotional development is very high. But when the mother is going to leave the child, it leads to a maladjusted behavior and a stressful behavior among the children. You can see the different types of attachment in this picture and what is its need. When the child is able to have a very secure attachment with the family, they develop friendship with others, they cooperate with others, and they trust and intimacy is developed among the children. And in the second stage, they develop independence behavior, where they are more self-controlled in nature, confidence, they develop confidence, and they are very responsible and on an independent behavior, that is autonomous. In the stage 3, they achieve success in their life. They are successful in solving the problem, and they have creative mind, and they are very persistent and motivating person in their life. In the stage 4, when the attachment is established, they become a caring and a compassionate person in the world. So thus this theory explains attachment. It explains the attachment between the human persons more briefly. Thank you.